Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good evening, everyone. So my name is Nur Huda Akilamiti Zainal. My matric number is 273414. So today I will give some speech about investing in gold. Next, I will tell you about what is investment in gold and the three main reasons why we need to keep gold as the long-term investment. Next. So gold is a gleaming yellow metal that cannot be manufactured. So it has to be mined. Gold is extremely easy to forge and stress. So 1 gram of the gold can be forged into a foil measuring 1 meter long and 1 meter wide. To make the gold harder, it is usually alloyed with the other metals such as silver and copper. So because of its harder nature, its alloy gold usually formed to the use of decoration gold, which is jewelry or coin that allow it to be carried and held without fear of bending or eroding. Gold is something included in a portfolio as a significant investment because it has a long track record of retaining its value over time. Because of gold restrain its value over when empty money lose its value, it becomes increasingly appealing in the time of low confidence and hyperinflation. Do you think we should invest in gold in order to secure our future? So keep this answer in your mind and kindly listen to my following speech today. As a business student, educated in Malaysia, it is important for us to train ourselves to the analytic skill of how to always make profit for future in determinants of each step. So if you ask me, is it necessary to keep gold in order to secure our future? I would say 100% yes. There is several factors that I will discuss today to demonstrate this. Without further ado, let me tell you the reason why. Next. Firstly, gold has been trusted by many investors for the well prevention qualities. Next. So the benefit of purchasing gold is that the more gold that is stored, the higher the value of the gold and the one well. You must determine that what is causing this role phrase, recognize it and take appropriate actions. When the asset of the common business and money itself fall in value, you will own a growing asset if you buy gold at the right time. Gold is extremely profitable when it is a favorable phase. The purchasing power of gold investment increased in sevenfold in the 5 years following the 1929 disaster. Gold investments increased 50-fold in the purchasing power during the 1970s. The price of the gold has been risen about the threefold during the current gold resurgence, with the economic conditions really reminiscent of the 1930s and 1970s. It is still nearer the bottom than the top when compared to the previous cycle. As a result, gold is clearly capable of the long-term wealth preservation. It is preferable to keep wealth in the form of asset like gold rather than money, which can lose in value over time. Next. Secondly, gold price often appreciate alongside rising inflation rates and have depreciating dollar. For this reason, investors may look to buy gold as a hedging asset when they realize they are losing money. According to IG market analyst Kylie Rhoda, the dollar is a favorite asset at the moment and is supporting the rise in gold price. The gold trend appears to be declining, and there is no indication that this will change in the near future. So we could see an increase in inflation expectation or the Federation controlling yields. As investors await the testimony of the US Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell to the Congress later this week, the dollar fell to a more than month's low, making gold more affordable for the holder of other currencies. Concern about the rising inflation dragged global equity lower in the previous session, causing gold to rise 1.5%. The Europe Central Bank has indicated that the recent rise in government bond yield has made policymakers uneasy. So during the pandemic, investors are flocking to the gold as a safe haven for their money. However, as the interest rate begin to rise, investors have increasingly turning to the bond. So we can clearly see that gold can be carried to ensure that its value is maintained despite to the country inflations. So next, thirdly is the value of the gold stock are usually particularly reflected by the price movement of the previous metal, which is gold. However, the gold stock can maintain their profitability even when the price of gold is low. So next, despite the fact that gold price fluctuates with value increase over time, this is due to the fact that gold stock or the concept of stock is generally must go through a fluctuation phase. Investing in the gold in the short term carry the risk of loss. But if you invest gold for the long term, even if the price of gold fluctuated, I'm confident that you will make a profit. Some people purchase gold with the intention of reselling it within the next few months. It was a bad idea to sell it because the price can be dropped. However, from the positive standpoint, it was able to maintain control over savings that were exchanged for gold and remain in the possession for the period of time. Otherwise, due to the waste of or the need to use cash, his savings could be depleted in the shorter period of time. Profit and loss are the most basic concept in investing. When we invest, we expect to make money, but we must also be willing to take the risk of losing money. As a result, it's critically to have a prior knowledge of investment in order to ensure a profit return on our investment. So if you don't want to lose your money in the future, be a wise investor. Next, in a nutshell, gold has numerous advantages for use as an investment, but many people are still unaware of them. Youths who are instilled with the habit of saving and investing in gold at a young age are financially more secure. This is one of the factors that can help to lower the bankruptcy rates among youth. Next, as a public gold dealer, I can share with my own experience of storing gold that the desire to spending money on something can be controlled. Purchase gold as a long-term investment means of spending, but it's not only spending, it's also added to our long-term wealth. My advice is that before you make any investment, make sure you have done your homework and you're confident that the investment you're making will yield a profit rather than a loss. If you want to know more about the correct way to invest in a gold, I can guide you from A to Z. Kindly contact me through WhatsApp. This is my number 01857503559. Next, I remain most grateful for the real attention with you that sat through this speech. I'm confident that you have learned something from this. So thank you very much, and don't forget, let's start your investment journey with me.